NSK Podcast, episode number 273. My name is Yoshi, and as always, I'm joined by Charlie Draco Cowden. What's up, man?
Not a whole lot tonight.
Not a whole lot tonight. Same with me. I am not up to anything in particular, so why don't we get into the particulars of the past 7 days or so? So why don't you tell me, what have you been up to?
Oh, what have I been up to? Actually quite a lot. I helped fix somebody's toilet sewer line.
Yeah.
Had to replace their sewer line and floor. It was kind of like your sink, only
Cool.
10 times worse because it was their toilet and they were falling through the floor.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, their sewer pipe was broke. It was not in good shape. Let's see, I changed the headlights on my mom's Jeep.
Okay.
The headlight, the whole thing, the headlight, the bulbs, the whole thing. Baked a cake tonight.
Whose birthday?
None.
Okay.
I mean, my dad's is in like 2 weeks, but we don't really celebrate birthdays. What else did I do? There was more, I think. I moved a ton of pellets.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's been a fairly busy week this week.
Mm-hmm.
Spent 3 days fixing the sewer, toilet
3
mess.
weeks?
3 days.
Okay, okay. I misheard you. 3 days.
I might have said weeks, but...
No, I might have misheard. But what did that entail? Did you have to replace the piping underneath, and then on top of that? Jesus.
Yep, I had to replace the shut-off valve for the water line to the toilet.
Uh-huh.
Had to cut the old steel or copper, cast iron, whatever. It wasn't cast iron. It was copper, lead, or something drain pipe because it was broke. And then figure out how to fix that. Put a new floor in, section of floor.
Oh, that sounds just absolutely terrible.
Yeah, because apparently this had been going on for like 5 years.
What the fuck?
And their landlord would do nothing about it. She basically told them they could do whatever they wanted, but she wasn't paying for it.
What?
Yeah.
That's a messed up landlord, I have to say.
Yeah.
That is not cool.
And this house is really small. I'm not sure exactly how many rooms there are, but I only saw 1 bedroom, a laundry room, a small living room, and a kitchen.
Uh-huh.
There might have been an attic. I'm not exactly sure. And they're paying like $750 a month for it.
Okay.
Which, to you probably sounds about right, but here that's like paying, $2,500 down there.
Right. That's... If it's a small place, $750 for a house, right? It's a house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cheap for a house, yeah. But, I don't know, maybe it's if it's that small, then maybe it's not so great.
Like I said, that'd be like paying $2,500 for a studio apartment.
Right.
Which I've seen in Denver.
Right. I mean, anywhere in the city of anywhere, you're going to be paying that kind of money.
Yeah, and this is technically in the city, but it's also in an older part of the city, and this house is not in very good shape.
Mm-hmm. Well, clearly by the destruction of the toilet and the floor. Yeah.
There's also wiring issues in it.
Oh, God.
But, yeah, I heard what they're paying, and I'm just like, Jesus, and she won't do anything? She won't fix anything?
Yeah.
She's just after the money.
That just sounds like a shitty-ass landlord.
Yeah, she's just after the money.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
Yeah. I mean, that's your property. You should care that it's in good condition, so if the current tenants leave, your future tenants will be, impressed when they come in and not see a fucking hole in the ground with a toilet sinking in, you know?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. Or when you turn on the lights, all the... in the bathroom or the bedroom or whatever, everything else in the house shuts off.
Mm-hmm.
Which apparently happens.
That's fucking... How does that even work?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'm afraid to look at the electrical there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
My god. You're getting paid to do this work, right?
No, we're done. But no, we didn't. They're broke.
Oh, dude. That's a lot of work, man. I'm sorry.
It wasn't actually that bad.
Sounds like volunteer work. 3 days work.
Well, most of that was, the first day it was go in, open everything up, figure out what we needed.
Mm-hmm.
And the second day was fixing the floor, bracing it, and then finding out that we didn't have what we needed.
Great. That's always fun.
And the third day we spent like 30 minutes over there finishing.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, but are you gonna go back and fix the wiring stuff?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't have any confidence in my electrical skills.
Uh-huh.
So no, I'm not.
So would you consider yourself like a general handyman? Like, let's say if I were to come to you and say, hey, I got some leaks, you'd be able to help me and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can pretty much like get around any issues in a household.
Yeah, for the most part.
That's awesome. That's like, I wish I had the patience and the skills necessary to do that.
A lot of it's just common sense.
Uh-huh.
And a little knowledge.
Right.
Can you solder? Can you do soldering?
No.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, I can drill. I can drill with like a smaller jackhammer. I've used smaller ones.
Yeah.
I could use a table saw. I can get around a table saw, but that's about it. Like in terms of heavy machinery, I can't do anything beyond that.
Well, if you can solder like a motherboard or a circuit board or something like that, it's not too bad to do plumbing.
I don't want to do plumbing at all, actually.
Well,
it entails more than just, hey, let's connect some pipes together. It's more like, oh my god, let's hope like a shitstorm doesn't fly out of this pipe. Because I've had some, I did maintenance work while I was at college for the student center, and yeah, you don't know how many times I had to use a fucking snake to unclog some toilets.
Oh,
and it usually happened in the ladies' room because some ladies want to put their feminine products down there, and I had to fish it out, and it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
That was the most disgusting thing I've ever had to do in my life. That's my dirty jobs thing, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's horrible. Horrible.
Yeah. I mean, I guess what we do at the port could be considered maintenance, but it's more janitorial. But it also includes, doing things like that. Not so much the snaking, but sometimes you gotta unplug the toilet because somebody decides to use half a roll of toilet paper.
Yep. Horrible.
Yeah, or bleed all over. That's the worst. I would rather deal with fecal matter than blood.
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, probably, but I don't want to have to pick. Honestly.
Yeah, yeah. Neither one is pleasant.
Yeah, that's
to deal with.
Just terrible.
But yeah, I've been busy this week.
Yeah,
I still gotta replace some more light bulbs, some more light bulbs in the headlights on the Jeep, but we don't have them yet. So
keep them busy.
It does make it look a lot newer though.
What, the headlights?
Yeah, it just having new headlights on there makes it look like it took 60,000 miles off of it.
Yeah, it does. Now, because when you drive a car for a couple years, you get that like foggy looking thing going on, right?
Yeah, and these were way beyond that. The one, it was, I don't know, it got something inside it and then got hot, and yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. All right. Anything
So,
else?
what have you been doing?
Busy week. Busy week. Work's been
Besides-
busy.
Besides dealing with retail BS.
Yeah, work's been busy because like 2 weeks back, our merchandiser came in and he's like, "Hey, just a heads up, you're gonna get 30 to 40% more merchandise than you used to." And I'm like, okay, I could probably handle like 10-20%, but 30-40 seems a little significant, and I'm seeing that in full effect right now. So they used to send me merchandise every 2 weeks. Now it's every week, and it's becoming a space issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't make more space than we already have. So at a certain point, I have to go higher. Like in a dense city, you can't go horizontal because space. So you go vertical.
There's buildings on each side of you.
Yeah.
Or
so
other stores.
that's the issue. Now I have to go vertical, and I don't know how much more vertical I can go. So yeah, some issues there. I'm burnt out of work because of that. I could use a vacation right about now. I think I'm gonna go to I think I'm gonna take my vacation like next month, sometime in March, or maybe early April. It's just I'm super tired and just dealing with stuff.
Why are you getting so much more
I don't know.
all of a sudden?
I think you know what happens is that my store's an outlet, and so when it's an outlet, you're usually like 1 or 2 seasons behind from the current merchandise.
Yeah.
So at the boutiques, they didn't do well last year. So they have a lot of leftover merchandise, or they just bought a whole bunch that they couldn't sell, which just I guess means that they just didn't have a successful year last year, which is what it seems like. Just looking at it from how much merchandise is left over from them. So yeah, I'm just sitting on a whole bunch of merchandise, and we got some stuff on sale for like 80% off, trying to get rid of some sale stuff. So that's moving, but then they send us more on top of that, the same sale stuff. So I don't know. We have to sell a lot to make some space. That's my main concern right now.
Sounds like you need to increase your ad budget.
Yeah, I wish. I wish they would increase something. Maybe increase some store space or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's been going on. What else? I started playing Final Fantasy 13. I don't know if you played any of the Final Fantasy. You said you played Final Fantasy, right?
Yeah, I played up to 10.
You've never played 13.
Which one is 13?
It's the one with the pink-haired lady. That has like 2 sequels.
With Lightning?
Yes. That's her.
I think.
So I started playing that because I never finished it. I tried playing it like twice, and I never got around to finishing it. So I'm trying my best to grind through the first couple of hours and get to the point where the story starts picking up and you can have your full party and explore and stuff.
You can actually win a fight.
I mean, I am winning the fights. It's just that it's super linear. It's a super linear game, but then they also make you play as certain characters that you don't really want to play as for the first dozen or so hours, I think. And I want to get to the point where I get to pick my characters. Like, I have my main 3 people that I want to play as or play with.
Which battle system does this one have?
It's the active time battle or something. ATB. It's turn-based, but sorta real-time. It's hard to explain. You input the commands for how many like actions that your character can take. So like if you want to fight or attack, and your character has 3 actions they can take per turn, then you can choose to attack 3 times or use attack twice and then use a potion on the 3rd one. Like it's up to you. That's why it's more interesting than your regular turn-based RPG. It adds a little more element to it. So it's not bad.
Yeah. I don't remember if I played this one or not.
You probably didn't.
No, I had to have played one of them with her. Because
she's in 3 of them, so you may have, yeah.
I recognized the other characters.
The other characters from 13 or 13-2 or Lightning Returns? 13, okay. So maybe you have played 13.
Yeah. What's her name? The kid?
Vanille?
Yeah, maybe.
The red-haired chick? Pink hair?
Yeah, it's in like the skimpiest outfit ever.
She's like super annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to ditch her because she's super annoying. I want to play as other characters, but no, the game forces you to play as like 2 pairs at a time, and it's not fun. So I have to grind through that and then get to the point where I can actually start picking my own party and stuff. That's still a little far, so I've just been grinding my way through it. And what else? I tried to play some games, but I just got too distracted and too lethargic. I've been feeling a little under the weather these couple of days. I think it might be because it's really cold, and not really cold compared to other people, but it's been cold for Florida, and it's lasted maybe 2-3 weeks now. That's like the longest period of cold that I've had in a long time. So I think I might be catching a slight cold, but I'm not. It's not like I can't function with it. So I just took some like Theraflu and stuff. I don't know if it's helping, but yeah, I'm not feeling that great.
It's actually been really warm here.
Yeah?
Wow.
Warm as in like 40 degrees?
No, actually it's gotten up to almost like 50.
Okay, well, that's still colder than us.
Which,
like
you know,
55 here.
It hasn't been above like 37 for 2 months.
My God. Yeah, I don't know how it would last during an actual winter like that. I've always been curious.
Lots of clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't own that many clothes, or thick clothes. I just have, like, a sweater, a zip-up hoodie, 2 of them, and then, like, a couple suit jackets. That's about it. I have this zip-up hoodie, or zip-up. That's about it in terms of outerwear, so I would not be very well prepared for that.
No, you definitely have to have warm clothes, though.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're used to living here, and then you run around like me in, khakis and t-shirts all year.
Yeah, there's no way. No way in hell. If it's below 60, yeah, for sure.
It really was. I was running around all week without a coat on.
My God.
This is freaking great.
Yeah, I don't know how I would react to that. That's ridiculous. There's no way I can survive that cold. For that long. 2 months? Hell no.
I mean, we had like maybe 1 or 2 days, it sparsed out between, maybe a week or 2 that it'd get up to like 40.
Yeah.
But the wind was blowing, so it was still cold.
Way colder, yeah.
So. We're finally getting rid of the snow that dropped on us from like November.
It was just sitting on the ground?
Yeah.
It gets disgusting, right? It gets dirty and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gets hard.
Yeah.
Turns to ice.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we... Normally, it snows, it gets warm, or it starts blowing, and it's gone in 2 days.
Right.
No, this stuff it
Stuck
dropped.
around.
And, yeah.
Jeez.
El Nino.
Someone's complaining about the El Nino on the West Coast. Like, we're not getting any rain. What the hell is this? This is the worst El Nino ever. I thought that was funny.
Okay.
I will trade you some rain. I'll send some rain over.
Yeah, you guys have been... you guys have been getting a lot, haven't you?
Not the past couple weeks since it got cold, but we're always... Every other week it rains, so...
Wasn't Florida one of the ones that was, like, fearing flooding?
Yeah.
There for a while?
Yeah. I mean... Places flood all the time because of the rain. It's fucking terrible. Like, I work in the mall, right? And when it rains hard for a long time, the parking lot is buried by water, and then you'll see some cars slide into the ditch, and it's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible. I feel so bad for them. Thankfully, my car hasn't been a victim to that. Because it's a light car. I have a Honda Fit. That's a tiny-ass car. I'm sure a little bit of water and a little bit of power could move that thing. So...
Yeah. Gotta keep your tires good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What else? That's pretty much it for me, I think. It's been a long week. I just want to, get some fucking rest and talk about some idols. Oh, one thing I did do was watch the new AKB 48 Team A 7th stage last night and did a podcast on that. That's on the site at newschoolkaidan.com, so go check that out. And Boy-kun from Basagasu was a special guest with me and Day. And it was a fun show. It was a fun show. It's a stage.
Yeah, I watched, I'm not exactly sure where I started watching you guys. I'm not sure when you started, but I did catch most of it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You guys were way more positive than I was.
Yeah.
I watched it because, we talk about it on here. And A7 is, well, kind of garbage.
I mean, I think most stages suffer from the issue, at least for me, of there's 2 or 3 really good songs, and the rest of the stage is okay to not good, or not exciting. Like, none of the songs were bad last night. It's just 10 of the songs were just not exciting. That was the issue. They're not bad, but not exciting. Every stage is going to have 3 or 4 ballads. That's just how it is. It's going to have 2 or 3 songs that are like typical Idol, but not very modern and interesting, and doesn't have that good hook. And then you have your unit songs, which are hit or miss, depending on what kind of members you have and what kind of music they do. And then some of the team songs are usually pretty good. So what I enjoyed was Prime Time, which is like the dancey number, the second song. I liked Sakura's song, and I liked the one of the last team songs. It was the Wink no Judan, which was really good. They pulled out a gun and they pointed at the audience. Yeah. And they just like shoved it into the audience. It was fucking hilarious. Only in Japan,
Honestly, that one, the song wasn't bad, but the guns just, ugh.
It's so funny. I mean, gun violence is not funny, but it's just funny in that context.
Idols with guns is just hit or miss.
Well, yeah, because they don't know how to hold the gun and stuff like that. Oh, Rayo in chat reminds me of Seifuku Bikini. That was a good song. I was just kind of disturbed by the ending. It was Zipper-esque, if you will.
But they're not that young, though.
I think they're pretty young, man.
Aren't they? Are they?
Yeah. I think they're like 15 or some shit, man.
I don't know who else was in there.
I'm pretty sure Hiwatashi Yui is like fucking 13 or 14 or some shit. It's too young. It's weird, man.
I mean, I was watching it for, Nana, so.
Yeah.
Nanya.
I mean, she's like, what, 15? So it's not that
16?
much
17?
worse. I don't think she's 17, dude.
She's at least 16.
I think she's like 15. I think she said 15 in her fucking intro, dude. I'm pretty
Did
sure.
she?
I think so.
But even then, the bikinis weren't freaking bikinis. No, she's 16.
Oh, she's 16. Okay. Well, look, it's just weird. Okay, if they were straight up in bikinis, it's just weird because they're dancing in a theater in bikinis. But if they're in a summer bikini single, it's fine. But in that context, it's horrible. And then the fact that they had a jacket on and they took it off at the end, that made it weird. That made it even weirder. That's just where it went. Too much.
Yeah, but they weren't really bikinis. They were like, I don't know. I'm not sure what you'd call those.
Well, it was like a tube top and like
Yeah.
a bikini shorts, I guess, swim shorts, swim trunks.
And I was just looking at Nadia going, wow, her arms are like huge compared to the other two.
Because those other two were super thin.
Yeah, they were like freaking sticks.
I mean, Awada Nana is, yes, she's a little thicker than the quote-unquote other idols. So I
Yeah.
understand. But she's not by any means, like, fat, She just looks
no.
thicker compared to everyone else because they're all just stick thin.
She's
average. She's probably,
marshmallow.
like, average or maybe a little more than average. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't live in Japan. So
She's
I wouldn't
just
know.
not toned. She's
Right.
very soft.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not complaining. I find her to be very adorable. So whatever.
Yeah. No, I got no problems with her.
Yeah.
No, I've watched my fair share of stages. I mean, I have like 4 terabytes
That's
of
a lot.
stages.
That's a lot.
Well, most of them are TV stages, so
Of course it is. You fucking Team B Yoshi.
I've watched Team A stages. I can't remember which one it was, if it was A3 or 4. It was the one before Meow actually got promoted. She was still a Kinkyusei. And she was the under for Takamina. And she always took center in Takamina's unit song. And I actually watched the stage for Meow rather than Takamina.
Right.
And I really liked seeing that. I actually enjoyed watching the stages to see who else would be for performing the songs rather than who is supposed to be.
Right. I think she was in Renai Kinshi Jore.
Probably.
Because she was in that unit, what's that unit?
The one with the chairs.
Which one is that one? I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, she was in Renai Kinshi Jore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And I was happy to see that she got center.
Yeah.
In this stage.
They even joked about it in the one of the MCs. They're like, "Oh, Meow is making a comeback, everyone."
Maybe.
Maybe she is. I don't know.
Maybe. I never figured out why she dropped out, so of sight basically.
Well, then talk to her Oshis because people stopped pushing her. Her ranking dropped like a motherfucker out of nowhere. She went from 38th in the 4th Sinbad selection to unranked in the next one. So
Yeah, I can kind of understand that.
something happened. Well, I guess maybe. People
She
got
went
tired.
Korean.
Of her. Her fans got tired of her, I guess, and didn't want to vote for her or whatever.
But yeah, I mean, the stage had no flow to it. Normally, there's like a couple really upbeat songs, and then a couple of slow songs, and then you get a couple somewhere in between songs. And this one, it was just kind of somewhere in between songs all the way through, and then you got the really hype songs at the very end for the encore section.
I don't know. I felt like every stage is like that, where it's just a collection of random mishmash. You're gonna have 2 ballad songs and a couple of cool songs and a couple of cutesy songs and it's just all jumbled together.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the theme, but the feel of the music, whether like ballad or dance or, poppy or whatever, normally you've got a couple of hype songs or your cool songs, and then you get a couple of like cute or ballady songs. And this one just all seemed to be kind of somewhere between ballady and pop. There wasn't a whole lot of variety to them. And the really hype songs came at the very end, and I'm like, why did you put these as the quote encore songs instead of putting them in the middle or at the beginning instead of at the end where everybody's leaving?
I mean, that's why Winkin' no Judan is one of the best songs on that stage. You should go listen to Primetime and Winkin' no Judan. Again, those are great songs. Primetime's the second one. It's sort of dancey.
And there's 2 solos.
Yep.
That's just... I almost feel like they gave Sakura a solo just so she didn't pull a J and quit AKB and say, no, I'm just sticking to HKT. I mean, she's going to be the first one in HKT to do an original stage in years, if not ever.
Well, I think it's the first time ever, because I don't think HKT's ever done... They don't have an original stage, so...
Yeah, I'm trying to think if they had an official, like, original H1 or whatever.
No.
And I don't think they have.
No, they don't have an original stage. They don't. They definitely don't. I would remember if they did.
So it's like... Yeah. So Sakura gets a solo and Yui gets a solo. And neither song really did it for me.
Well, I can understand if you said that about Yui's song, because it's a fucking ballad, but, like, Sakura's song sounded like the Sashi song, Sore Demo Sukidayo. I really like that song, so.
And the Kojiharu Padadu song
that song might be the worst.
That was really boring, but the video that they played for it was really cool.
I'm glad they're doing something with the video, because that keeps it a little more interesting than, hey, here's a boring-ass ballad, here's something to look at, thanks.
I don't know, I've always kind of felt Team A's stages were underwhelming anyway, and this one's
for sure,
probably the worst.
KMB probably have better stages overall. I mean, it's hard to say because KMB haven't had their quote-unquote modern stage yet.
Yeah.
So, we'll see when they eventually get theirs in 10 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're interested in my full impressions along with Day and Boykun from Basagasu, go check out the podcast we recorded. It's called Short Notice.
But going by Day's random scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 4.
Damn.
It did nothing for me, and that makes me not want to watch it ever again.
Great.
Except to see who's gonna, sing Sakura's song and Yui's song and the Koji Haru Padadu song, because, they're never gonna show up again.
That's true.
Well, Yui might, but most of the others probably not.
I don't even think Yui will, but we'll see.
Somebody said that Amin, I think it was. Who? Karen, Hillary, Kaio, Amin, and Natsun are not in any subunits.
Yeah, that is correct. I did not see them in any of the subunits.
But isn't...
That sucks.
No, I guess Wasamin. Okay. I don't know who Kaio or Natsun is, but...
Kojima Natsuki.
Okay.
I think Kaio is a draftee or one of the recent research
or
students.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, maybe they'll do the subbing for whoever. But.
Yeah. That's why they're there. So that was A7. Let's get into the meat of the show, which is the impressions. I've come up with a arbitrary scale.
Okay.
Like Day and his scales. Instead of his scale of Pokemon or out of 100, why don't we just do the school grading system of A, B, C, D, F with pluses and minuses. Make it easier.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. First up, Party Rockets GT. So it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that they skipped, Z instead.
Yeah, they went straight to GT. It's fucking crazy. You know why Z? Momoko has Z, so they had to go to GT. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the song's called Nijiro Jet.
There's another group that has Z in their name.
Who?
God, I know it. I can see their faces in my head. I cannot think of their name though.
Is it Choose?
No.
With a Z?
No. Oh no, I guess it's no. Yeah, I'm thinking Baby Raids Japan.
Oh. Yeah, that's a horrible name.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is I guess they're rebranding the group,
They added members, lost members, renamed the group because of it.
I don't recognize anyone from the original Party Rockets in here.
I think the one in the street on the guardrail is one of the originals, I believe.
Okay.
The one with the short hair.
Okay. Maybe.
I think. I don't recognize any of them either, but they've changed, so.
Yeah, they've changed heavily. Remember the good old days of 2 lead singers and everyone else is a back dancer? And it's no longer that.
Honestly, no.
Yeah. Which is good. I like it more when everyone gets, to at least sing somewhere. I appreciate that a little more.
I'm trying to think what else Party Rockets has done.
I mean, they've had a bunch of singles. It's just...
Yeah, I
they've
know.
been very underwhelming.
Yeah, and I feel like I've liked some... Oh, Kasabuta.
I did not like that song.
No, but it's one I recognize.
You don't remember Hatsukoi Rocket?
Oh, wow. That was like their debut, though.
That was their debut, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
My God, that song was 4 years ago. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's... Wow.
Miraye was that song that sounded like in Linkin Park. Setsuna Soda is the one that was in the White Room, I think, or Let's Go was. So they haven't... Party Rockets hasn't released anything since August of 2014. So it's a year and like 6 months that they haven't released anything.
Kasabuta was their last one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 2014 August. It's crazy.
Wow.
So, yeah, I can see why they rebranded after taking such a hiatus.
Yeah.
They're new, man. They're fresh.
I don't know about fresh.
I don't know. They look fresh.
Some of them look fresh.
Whatever.
Some of them kind of look jaded in some of their scenes.
Maybe.
But they do look like they're having fun in this one for the most part.
It's not an interesting PV, though.
No. Not really. I mean, I think I would have enjoyed it more if it was like them actually practicing and messing up and having to restart the dances, or just like NG scenes instead of the accepted cut.
I don't know. I think I would have just preferred them just performing this song in front of a live audience, or pretending to perform it in a live audience. Like that. That's what I would have preferred.
Yeah, that would have worked too.
It's just, it's a weird combination of, them practicing in a dance studio and them just going about their daily lives, waiting for their train or the taxi or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that they're like commuting to the dance studio or going home or whatever in the solo shots. Just super random and doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah. I can understand that.
Yeah, it's not very interesting.
And there's the crowd yell at the start when they're doing the PRGT in the opening.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird, because there's no crowd to watch them.
Yep. But I do want to say PRGT, that shirt is pretty cool. Straight
Yeah.
to the point, and yeah, it's not like, doesn't have like a shitty design. I'd wear that.
Yeah. This song's okay. I'm not.
Okay?
I don't know. There's something about it. It just doesn't grab me.
You don't like the 80s like hair metal sound? It has some parts.
No.
Like the intro instrumentals feels like something like Van Halen might do.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't grab me.
Man, I really like the melodies here too.
The vocals are good.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
it's not so much the singing ability. I just think it's catchy. Like, I can see myself singing this song.
Yeah. I mean, I could see probably enjoying this more if I was doing something rather than just listening to it.
Yeah. I also think this song would probably be better live.
Yeah.
It's just, this PV just doesn't do it.
Yeah. I could definitely agree with that.
The energy of the song doesn't match the PV at all. And it's
Yeah.
sort of makes the song feel weaker than it actually is. I think it's a great song.
Yeah. I still wonder, though, what happened to Tokyo Rockets.
I mean, Tokyo Rockets released something last year. I don't know if they released anything
Yeah,
recently.
but I think they've only released, like, one single.
Right. Well, Matt, the Stress would be the go-to guy for their info since he follows them very closely. But yeah, maybe they have plans to release something soon.
I hope so, because I actually liked their first single.
Yeah, it's great. That was an honorable mention for me last year.
Yeah. I don't have much to say on this PV.
Yeah, oh well, the PV is just super boring.
There's these random scenes where they're sitting down in these white outfits, and it makes no sense.
Can't forget Japan Filter.
Oh, yeah.
I think my Party Rockets GT Oshi is the girl wearing the pink sweater and at the train station. I think.
Nobody's grabbed me in this one.
Come
In
on,
this
son.
group.
Come on, son.
Actually, I think the one that did grab me left. So.
Well, my original Oshi from Party Rockets is definitely gone. Konayuka, she was an Aether, and then she just fucking, Aether left. And some shit
Yeah.
went down there.
Yeah, I liked her vocals, or her and the other one.
Yeah, and then of course Watanabe Kome went to fucking Supergirls. Good for her. That's an upgrade in terms of exposure.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
definitely.
So yeah, that's Party Rockets GT Niji Ito Jet. Where are you gonna score it?
C minus. Yeah, C.
C.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that's for the whole thing package.
I'd give this song probably a B minus. The PV's definitely a C or a C minus.
Oh, I'm gonna go even lower on the PV here. I'm gonna give a PV a D, solid D, like a 65. And I'm gonna give the song a B plus. I really like the song. Really enjoy it.
It's no Zettai Love or Midae.
Check it out. It's good.
I love that album. I think that's from an album. Or no, it's from their single.
Sure.
I just looked. It's from the single Midae.
Next up, iQune, Nagisa no Sympathy.
Let's throw in some random PV from like August because their management decided that February was a good time to release the PV.
Makes no sense.
None whatsoever. But that's title management for you, I guess.
Yep. And this song sounds like fucking Ponytail to Shushu. Like, especially the intro. Everything in the intro is like, did they just do a carbon copy of Ponytail to Shushu? Yes, they did. I answered my own question.
Maybe.
It's, like, incredible how similar it is. Instrumentally and then melodically. It's crazy. So
I didn't pay attention to either one, so...
You don't like
No, I didn't really... No, I mean, I don't have a good memory for that. Unless it, like, really has a good sticking point to it.
Oh, well, I don't think Ponytail's strength lied in fucking the instrumental. I just remember the melody. And it uses the same instruments. It's like the bells going on in the background. Like, that's so Ponytail. So, yeah, this song is a summer song that came out last year, but like you said, management decided to release the PV now. God knows why.
I don't know. I think this is... It doesn't actually say if this is... Yeah, it is. Okay, it's their first single. I knew the group existed. That's about all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've followed... Well, I haven't followed Hime-kyun, but I know they have sister groups. And one of them being IQ, the other one being Nano-kyun.
Right.
And I followed Nano-kyun for...
Yeah, I've heard you mention them.
Quite a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, Hime-kyun, I don't know if they have the same producer, but Hime-kyun's music always had potential, but just didn't, like, finish for me. It always had something, but couldn't grab me fully.
They also do, like, completely different styles.
Right. But if it's same
weird.
producer, then, you know, it feels like he's just not picking the right songs or not getting the writers to write the songs that I prefer. It just never it never grabbed me fully.
Yeah.
I like their sound, like Hime-kyun especially. I really like their sound, but I just could never get into them because their songs weren't catchy or, you know, something was off that didn't feel right, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel the same way with this one. It's like, to me, it feels like a carbon copy of Ponytail to Shushu, and even then, it just feels like a not very catchy version of it.
Yeah, there's definitely
energy.
Something missing from this. It does not feel like a good first release.
Yeah, it lacks a punch.
Yeah. The girls are cute. The vocals are alright.
Yeah, they're not bad.
But as far as
a song,
as a song overall, it just
it's not good.
Doesn't have it there. The PV's entertaining, I guess.
Is it?
I mean, if you like girls making cute faces at you.
I'm more like depressed by the PV because they're trying to do this summer song, but the beach that they're at, it's not sunny.
It looks really freaking ghetto.
It looks dark. It looks ghetto. And, you know, not super great to look at in terms of location, so...
No, the filtering on this is really bad.
Yeah, that too. That doesn't help.
Especially during the daylight hours. Some of the darker scenes, it looks alright.
Right, but it makes the outside shots in the sun, quote unquote, in the sun, makes it look like darker and cloudy, and that's not good.
Yeah.
I don't think you want that.
I'd rather see that than the bleached out freaking white from the dance shots.
Yeah.
So, there's palm trees.
Sure.
Wherever they are.
It's great. Palm trees. Yay.
I think the girls make this PV more than they scenery.
I like their outfits.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I like it in a really dumb way.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything like that. It's like a tank top skirt dress thing. Oh no, it's separate.
It's like a jersey.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that. It's like a NBA basketball jersey on top of a skirt.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And then the close-up shots have them in like t-shirts.
Yeah.
With whatever that kanji is on there.
That's I.
Okay.
I for Icun, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
That's a little loud, but I think it makes sense. In a super dumb way that I like.
Yeah, I mean...
And I think the favorite part is the outfits.
They almost look like cheerleaders in it.
Yeah, I agree.
I
think that's the best part of the PV for me. It's the outfits.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
The one in the yellow t-shirt with the little freaking, like, ears. I hate her hair, but she's adorable.
I'm trying to find yellow now that you said it.
She's got, like, quite a few.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. She has like little buns on top.
Yeah.
Tiny buns.
Like, trying to look like cat ears or something.
Yeah, they look like donut holes. Yeah, it's not a good look. I don't like that. It reminds me of when Takane kind of used to do the fucking Cheetos on her head. That was terrible. Yeah. I don't know why she did that for like 6 months.
Oh, like I said, the hairstyle is stupid, but she's adorable. So I'd have to pick her as my first impression. Oshi.
Cool. I don't think I'm ready to get down with that. I have to be impressed by the release before I can pick an Oshi, you know? It's hard for me to just straight up pick an Oshi without being invested in the music.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably forget all about him anyway, so...
Yeah. Like, my fandom's changed recently, where back in the days where it's like, oh, I love this girl, I love this, you know, oh, she's my Oshi, and then, like, I get into music, but, like, now, I have to like their music before I can really pick an Oshi, because I wouldn't feel super emotionally invested. It's weird. It's weird how my fandom changed.
I can see that. I mean, I generally normally go for the variety.
Yeah.
Well, rather than music.
Right.
But...
It's just
are we gonna get variety out of these girls?
No,
probably
no.
not.
That's why you have only the music and PVs and blog posts and shit to go by. Yeah. So I have to really be interested in the music and the PVs and stuff before I can get super invested into the members.
Yeah. And
this is not doing it for me, unfortunately.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
For a rating, I would give this song, like, a C. It's very average.
Yeah.
The PV, I'd give, like, a B-. I want to watch it for them, not the song.
Yeah. I think I'm about there. I think I'll give the song a C- and the PV a C- as well. It's just about average, maybe slightly below for my enjoyment.
Yeah.
Definitely not going to be on my PV playlist or my iTunes, my iPhone playlist, so. Yep.
Yeah.
That's iTunes and Nagisa no Sympathy. Next up, Koberry's Konna ni hito suki ni naru nda ne. Hey, who designed their outfits? Was it the person who designed AKB48's Gingham Check? Which is probably
true. I don't know.
Seriously, if you go back and look at the like covers,
I'd believe it.
It's fucking Gingham Check. The girl is wearing that hat. That stupid hat. That's the same hat that Oshima Yuko wore. It's ridiculous.
I would believe it. These outfits are not... They're not bad, but... This song...
Are you sure the song is not coloring your opinion on the outfits? Because I like the outfits.
Very good. Very, very possibly.
Because I like the gingham check pattern. I've always liked gingham check patterns, so I actually want a gingham check shirt.
I think my problem is there's too much blue.
Yeah, that's a lot of blue.
This song is just
the plainest ballad of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It's a ballad-ass ballad song, man.
It's a snore fest.
Yeah. But
I listened to this song. Well, I started watching the PV, and it's like, oh, this is not changing at all.
Yeah.
So I went to a different tab and listened to the song, and I'm like, I don't remember this song after like a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. You know Zone, right? Secret Base.
Oh yeah, I love the song.
It's like that, but like not good.
Yeah.
Because essentially, Zone Secret Base was this song. It was just that it was catchy, like really, really catchy.
Yeah, it had a good melody to it.
Yeah.
And the vocals were interesting and
right. And they performed their instruments. It was cool.
Yeah.
But this is like Secret Base, but just not catchy and not grabby.
This is like Secret Base performed with like 3 chords and a drum machine.
Yeah, that's essentially that's what it is. Yeah.
I'm not even sure there's 3 chords in it.
I don't know. You can ask Chase about that. I'm not sure. But
yeah.
It's very, very standard ballad. It's not very interesting.
Yeah, and the PV is boring.
You could argue the PV is perfect for the song.
Yeah. You could.
There's really no point in the PV. It's just them walking around in what looks to be some sort of school campus looking place.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it's about romance. The song's about romance, but they're just walking around in a school looking place.
And I wouldn't have known that from this video.
Exactly.
There's not even a freaking love letter in the shoebox.
No, it hints at like graduation because it looks like a school, and then there's like flower petals. Sometimes it looks like cherry blossoms, which hint at graduation season and stuff.
Okay.
But that's not really the point of the song. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Okay, there's like one spot at like 3:45 or so that's I would like to see more of that. It looked actually better than this. And it looked like some off-shot footage or something.
I know you like your off-shots. I'm not the biggest fan of off-shots.
Hey, if it's off-shots or this, I'll take the off-shots.
Yeah, maybe, but that really depends. Off-shots can be very out of context and color the song a different way.
Yeah.
Well, this PV, it makes sense. The rest of the PV is like, okay, they're singing a very pleasant ballad, and there's nothing going on, just like the song. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not super hype.
No. I would give this an F.
Yeah. Damn.
This is a fail for me.
Yeah. I'll give the song a D. Because it's not horrible, but it just doesn't do it for me at all. D for doesn't do it for me,
Yeah.
And PV is probably like a D minus. It's not good. It's not interesting. I don't need to see this again, unfortunately.
No. Never.
So yeah, that's Koberries. こんなに人好きになるんだね. Next up, it's Koberries. Don't give a.
I think they were trying to make the title like "Don't Give Up."
Yes, it's short for "Don't Give Up."
Okay.
Pretty sure that's the story they're telling in the PV, too. So
yeah, Um, I think this is the first time I've seen in a video where they've actually like blocked off the road. Normally, it's like, oh yeah, we're dancing to the road, and then if you actually watch the making of footage, they like run out of the road when a car comes by, and then they run back out,
Right.
do the next bit.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a closed like road in construction.
Maybe that's possible.
It's just a random ass place, and they just put like drapes in the background.
Yeah, yeah, the whatever those are.
Yeah. So this song's a little more upbeat. It's don't give up. So it's a motivational song. It's got a little more pep to it, a little more energy.
I like this a lot more.
Yeah, way more. It's not even close.
Yeah. The dancings are kind of lackluster.
Well, they're not very good dancers.
Apparently, yeah.
Have you seen the girl in the back, in the middle? She's not good.
Where their choreographer is not very good.
I think it's a combination of everything.
They try.
They try. I mean, they're more of a budget group, although they were able to land a actual variety talent. Matsumura Kunihiro, I believe is his name. He's famous. This guy is on TV all the time.
I thought I recognized him from something, but he's not one of the comedians I'm familiar with.
He's an old school guy. He's been around for 20 years, 20, 30 years. He's been around. So it's pretty legit that they were able to land him.
Yeah.
It's just that I don't know how it happened, but good for them.
Yeah, who knows? I can't open the show more description box to see if this is like drama related or something.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Proxy Site, I guess, doesn't let us do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's for drama, because, like, Kobushi is not a big group, so I don't know how it happened. I don't know how they were able to get a actual, like, TV talent on there, but I think that made the PV, like, it gave it a story, an easy-to-follow story. It's not convoluted.
Yeah.
We didn't need to know his name. I mean, of course, we know his name. It was actually, he was signing up for this talent audition, and he wrote his name and stuff, and he crumbled it up onto the paperwork application, and then, you saw his name, which was his actual name. But, it's this is, like, the right way to do a story in a drama PV,
Yeah.
And what I like about it is that the members aren't actual characters. They're more like figments of imagination, or
they're like his cheerleader angels or something.
Yeah, guardian spirits, whatever you want to call them. He doesn't know they exist. He doesn't see them. He doesn't sense them. But they were able to kind of give him like the energy and positivity and don't give up, because he almost failed the audition. But he was able to continue through it and apparently landed a job and moving out of his shitty apartment.
Yeah.
What is apparently going on. What I'm guessing is what's going on.
Yeah. That's what I got out of it.
Yeah. So at the end, he senses the members of the group at the end, but he turns around and they're gone. So it's pretty cool. I thought it was a very well done drama PV.
Yeah. This one's really well done. I think he kind of sensed them before because they were throwing the application or whatever back at him, but which kind of freaked him out, I think. But yeah, it's definitely good. I like this song. I like the PV. I would definitely watch this.
Yeah, I think it's because we both hate drama PVs, and drama PVs that have like 2-minute intros and 2-minute outros. Those are absolutely the worst. This is absolutely the correct way to do it. It's short, concise, straight to the point. We understand who the characters are. There aren't like 30 different characters that you have to understand. their motivations. You only need to understand one guy's motivation, and
Yeah.
it's pretty straightforward.
And 5 other girls who are his cheerleading squad.
Yeah, it's simple.
Silently.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I like that. I really like that. I think it's awesome. I think it's well done for the budget that they're on. They're able to land a legit talent and put him in the PV, and they made him work. And the song's not bad.
Filmed in the middle of nowhere for the dead shots or something.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, it's better than a warehouse.
Oh, for sure.
I'll give them that. It's better than a warehouse.
Yeah. So, the song is your typical idol pop. Nothing crazy going on. It's very straightforward, very Genki, very straightforward and energy type song. So, it's not anything to write home about, but it's well done.
Yeah, it's definitely good. I mean, it's not going to be breaking any boundaries, but it's what we listen to idols for.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. This is the type of music that a lot of us got into idols for.
Yeah. Not too many idol groups are breaking boundaries these days anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a very well done, straightforward thing, PV and song wise. So,
yeah,
I enjoyed it. You want to give it a score?
I'd give this overall a B.
Okay.
Maybe B plus. It's right there.
Yeah. Not sure if I'm as high. I think it's super well done. But, there are budgets going on, budgeting aspects. Not saying I ask for the highest quality in terms of budget, but, it's just, the dance shots could be shot in a better location. I think it's just sort of stupid place to shoot. It's just like a random place with the construction going on. So I'll give the PV a C+, and the song a C+ as well. I think they're both pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's Kobury's Don't Give a Fuck. No, Don't Give Up.
That's kind of, yeah. Oh.
Next up, Kobushi Factory.
Disappointment. Oh.
Os Kobushi Damashi.
That Kobushi soul.
Yeah, man. Now they're actually, talking about fists. Directly mentioning fists. So we can, correctly call them Kobushi Fist Factory now. Which is my preferred, way of calling them. So yeah, Fist Factory's other single, or A-side.
Yeah, one of 3.
Yeah, so this is another one of those funky songs. Kobushi just does funky shit, which I totally love. So it's another one of those.
The instrumentals are good.
Yeah.
I feel like this one's let down by the vocals. Or the mixing. I'm not exactly sure which one.
I never enjoyed the mixing of Hello Project songs in terms of vocals. It feels a little too light at parts.
Yeah.
I've always noticed that. If it's a non-EDM song without autotune, I've noticed that they all have this flat-sounding vocal recordings.
Yeah, in some parts it's almost like it's not there. It's just like a background chorus to it.
I don't know if I would say that much, but it just feels like the instrumentals and vocals don't mix very well for some reason. I don't know. It's a very specific issue. I hear it in a lot of J-pop. I just don't hear it too often in idol music, straightforward idol music. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's hard to explain.
It just feels like the vocal tracks are really weak.
Maybe. It's not. It's not to say that they're not good singers, because they are. They're good singers.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm not saying the vocal quality is weak, just the
yeah,
vocal mixing.
yeah, I don't know what it is. I've always had that issue with Hello Project songs.
Um,
Like,
well, their
it's
last
never detracted, but I've noticed it.
their last song was all right.
No, I've noticed in every Hello Project song. It's just the way they record their vocals. I
Uh,
just don't feel great about it. But it's
yeah.
not a minus. I never, think, negatively of it. I just think it's just odd.
I guess I've never really noticed it because this is the first song that I've really actually thought that the vocals were or the vocal track was subpar for the song.
Maybe we're talking about two different things. I notice it with everything Hello Project related.
Well, for an Owen then song, which is supposed to be, you know, I feel more power to it. This just kind of feels unenthusiastic vocally.
I don't know if I agree with that, but yeah, what I'm talking about is completely different from what you're talking about. Then I think the
And
energy's there. I think it's there.
it doesn't have the soul. It doesn't have the power that I feel this song should.
Maybe, I don't know.
I want more, screaming.
Yeah, but that's
Like-
why they do the growling thing.
Like, but not John Cena, the other dude. Shia LaBeouf's Just Do It.
John
Yeah.
Cena. John Cena's Just Do It. Yeah,
No, Shia LaBeouf's.
yeah.
John Cena's the meme I thought of first, though. And I knew that wasn't right.
Yeah. I don't know. I really, really like the song. I think the melodies, especially in the chorus, has a very throwback feel to like '90s pop, which I really, really appreciate. It might not have the energy or like the grabby hook like the other song that we covered, Chotto
Yeah.
Choku, but I think this song has a solid melody that's super enjoyable and offers something different. And it sounds throwbacky because of it, to me.
Yeah.
And they're doing less of the thing, They do it like maybe 3 times, which is good. Guchoku, they were just like, every line is, Rum!
This PV makes no sense to me.
No.
Why are they all so, like, down and bored?
No, they're trying to be serious.
Some of them just look completely disinterested to be there.
I think they're trying to be serious. That's their serious face.
And then the ones see they're freaking playing Junkin. I mean, that's not very serious.
Rock is your fist. So,
And that other game with the thumbs, I don't know what that game's called.
Thumb War?
No, where they do like one thumb or two thumbs or no thumbs. Or
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that's called either.
I see the play it all the time, but I don't know what it's called. I don't know. Some of the scenes, especially when they're just sitting in like the auditorium, they just look like they're completely disinterested.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think it was a negative thing. I think it's fine. I don't hate it.
I wouldn't say it was a negative. It's just confusing.
I think they're trying to be serious. That's my interpretation. Their serious face just turned out to be bored face.
Maybe. And it seems like they're having some kind of like competition between the two teams, and there's no actual fight.
Right. I don't know. There's no plot to it. It's just them wearing modified Owen Dunn outfits and performing in an office building for just God knows whatever reason.
Yeah. I do like the outfits.
Yeah, I think they're interesting. They're color coded, so you can tell who your members are. Have you gotten close to picking an Oshi?
Um, Not really. I think it's between like pink and purple.
Hamachan? Hamatime?
Which one's that?
Pink.
Uh, okay.
She
Yeah,
seems to be the crowd favorite.
one of them.
I think I'm leaning towards Hamachan and then blue and purple.
I think it's pink.
Yeah, that's Hamachan.
She caught my eye in Dovkoi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pink. Um,
One
yeah, I
day.
have no idea their names.
One day we'll pick Inoshi. We'll get there. If they keep releasing stuff like this, where all the songs sound really good, I listened to the other A side. That's the one that's not released in terms of PV yet. Is it Sakura something? Sakura Night Fever. That song's pretty good too. It's not great. It's not as good as these two, I think, but it's pretty good. So if they keep doing stuff like this, man, shit, they're gonna be one of the better idol groups out there in terms of release.
Yeah, I mean, they've got what 6 songs out now.
Yeah.
2 singles, and so far I've liked 4 out of 5 that I've heard.
Yeah. I liked everything they released last time, and I've liked everything so far. So
This one is kind of borderline for me.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I don't like how they do the lines. Where they have like one side singing and then the same line they got the other side singing, and it confuses me as to exactly where they are in the song and who's singing what.
That's such a you thing, man.
I know.
I don't know. I enjoyed everything about this. PV and song. I think the PV's super dumb.
Oh yeah, it's definitely dumb.
It's so dumb. They're in an office building dressed up as Owendon. It's fucking ridiculous.
Tiger printed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is I don't think I like the pants are throwing me off. That freaking sweatband top to the pants.
Yeah, its sweatband looks stupid, but that's sort of the baggy thing that they do, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I can understand that.
They usually, like, wear a belt. You know,
Yeah.
when they wear those pants, the Owendon guys.
Yeah. So you don't see that stretchy elastic.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Because that just looks stupid.
I don't know, but I like the outfits overall, though. I think it's cool.
Yeah. I think if they all had, like, the medium length coat or the long, it would work better.
Yeah. Not the short ones.
You wouldn't see that.
Yeah. Kobushi Factory quickly becoming, like, the owner of, like, the second best songs in Hello Project. Because
Who's number 1?
Anger Me, I would say. Just based on last year, right?
Yeah.
I think it's getting close where it's getting to a point where I think Kobushi Factory is going to overtake them in terms of quality songs of the past year.
That's very possible, yeah.
In my opinion, of course, but damn, like, these songs are great. I love it.
I mean, Just could have been in competition, but yeah, they've released some not so good stuff.
The last single is no thanks.
Yeah, they've released some not so good stuff.
Yeah, so. Alright, that's Kobushi Factory. Os Kobushi Damashi. What is the score for you?
B plus on the song, C plus on the PV.
Okay. So pretty much the same for me then. I'm going to give the song a B plus just like you, and I'm going to give the PV a solid B. So. Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Listen to all this shit all day. Speaking of good stuff, GEM. Girls Entertainment Mixture. Yes, that's what it stands for, guys.
Yeah. I was thinking the M stood for something else, but then I couldn't think of anything, so I'm like, no, maybe not.
Nope, just come up with a random English word that starts with M. That's sort of how they got the song.
Mature.
I mean, that's how they got the group name.
Yeah.
This is Fly for the Future.
No hot pants.
No hot pants.
I thought every gym song had to have hot pants.
No, man. Not fine. Not in fine.
This seems kind of like a send-off for Maya.
Yeah. I mean, of course she's featured heavily in every PV she's ever been in. But
Is she?
yeah, she's always the center of attention in every PV. So it's nothing new. So it's hard to say, like, this was that send-off, because that's just how it is in every PV. But yeah, this is your last single until she departs for LA for 2 years.
That seems very strange that they would send their center.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not sending my Shima'ami over here.
Yeah. Well,
of course, she's quite a bit younger.
GEM is interesting because they usually have maybe 4 main vocalists that get solo lines, right? And in terms of formations, like, yeah, Maya will be in the middle a lot in the front, but a lot of the dance crew will be in the front, like Yamamaho and like Hiranosada. They usually end up in the front as well, so they mix it up, you know? It's a girls' entertainment mixture. They mix it up. So that's always refreshing. That's why that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy GEM. Because you kind of see everyone.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Of course, you know, the lines are skewed, but, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's always going to happen, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a song that's got really good, like, line distribution.
I think Ebichu is the best in terms of line distribution. Of
Yeah.
any group.
Yeah, maybe.
Every song, I know for a fact, each member will have a solo line. I don't think any other idol group could say that.
Momoclo?
Yeah, I guess Momoclo, but it'll be skewed. Like, Kanako will always have the bridge. She's going to have the breakdown. Yeah. She's going to have the most amount of solo lines, so, like, Momoka or Rennie usually gets screwed out of that, right?
Yeah.
So, but Ebichu, I feel like no one's favored over anyone else. Maybe Ai a little bit, and maybe Hinata, but like everyone seems like they get even amounts.
I don't know. I would have thought more. Oh, God! I just completely forgot her name. Liar Mask.
Oh, Mayama.
Yeah. Rika. That's the one.
I don't know, I feel like she's getting less and less lines these days. Like, she used to get a lot of lines, but I feel like she's getting less. Yeah. I still hear her, but... But yeah, this song is a GEM song. It's like a mixture of Baby Love Me and Do You Believe.
Okay.
It's, you know, towards the end of, like... There's, like, vocal fills of, like... It's always, like, a whispering radio voice, like of a girl. They're going, you know, that shit happens in GEM songs, and it's like their signature sound at this point. I do enjoy that. I think they figured out their sound.
Okay.
I think they know what they want to do now. I think this is what GEM's going to start sounding like from now on. Which, I'm not complaining. I really like this song.
Well, I'm glad you can say that, because I don't know enough about GEM to be able to say that, so...
Yeah. But do you like the song?
Yeah.
It's pretty catchy, right?
Probably not as much as, Do It, Baby. Whatever.
Baby Love Me.
Yeah, no. The other one.
Do It. They have a song called Do It.
Do You Believe?
Okay, Do You Believe? Okay. I don't know. This song's gonna be up there. I don't know if I would put it in the top 2 Gem singles, but it might be my 3rd or 4th. Not that they have many singles.
I really did like "Do You Believe" and
good.
"We Are Jim."
"We Are Jim's good.
The other songs haven't really.
You should listen to "Baby Love Me" more. Which is my favorite Gem single. Not my favorite Gem song, but I think my favorite Gem song is actually like an online-only release or something like that. I forgot what it was. It's like a limited press type of thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about watching the Up Next that's in my recommended stuff, which is Gem Live Mixture 2015.
I think that's the one that I streamed, wasn't it?
Maybe?
I think it was, man. Yeah, but go watch it, dude. That pretty much gives you, like, pretty much their entire discography, so...
Just to see what they've got, because, yeah, I watched what you streamed, but...
Yeah.
It's hard to hear and judge over
in
a stream sometimes.
Yeah.
So... this feels... Jim kind of makes me think of e-girls.
Yeah.
But actual idols.
Right. I think that's why I like Gem, because it kind of gives me something different from other idol groups. It's more mainstream pop-ish, but it has those idol elements that I really enjoy. So it's like a great mix. So I don't have to like get into e-girls, because e-girls, like from what I've watched, is like 1 billion members and like 2 girls sing, which is totally not my thing.
E-girls is like 4 groups
put together, yeah, like Flower and Sprinkle and Jazz and
it's Flower, Happiness, Dream,
Cinnamon Buns,
something else I can't remember.
But Brown Sugar, yeah.
Yeah. And they've got more of the dance that e-girls has.
Yeah.
And the legs. There's lots of legs in this PV.
But I don't think Gem's focus is legs though, because what they're wearing is not like the shortest thing by any stretch of the imagination. They're not wearing like the shortest skirts of all time or anything.
No.
So they're not trying to be Smilage. Because Smilage, that was their thing, you know? Like, we have the shortest skirts in the business, and it was super weird.
And they didn't really.
So, the PV.
Yeah, it hurts my eyes.
Yeah, it's really white. It's super Japan filtered.
Actually, the white doesn't bother me as much as the darker scenes do.
Oh, really?
With the lights flashing and all the reflections, that one actually bothers me more than the white does.
Huh. I don't know. I think it's just, for me, the biggest thing is the Japan filter that turns me off.
Yeah, well... I could say that about just about every PV. So.
Yeah, that's Japan. Standard Japanese affair.
That is how it got its name of Japan filter, because everybody uses it.
Yep.
There's not a whole lot to this PV.
No, it's there's one white room with some crazy shapes in the background. They're wearing white dresses, which kind of scared me, because this was the preview outfits. I thought they were gonna do like a ballady song, which you know, thankfully my worst fears did not come true, which is good. But then the other room is actually the same room, but they light it differently, or they have a different color, thing going on. I don't know what it is, but it turns into a silver and black stage.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty neat. Oh, and then the other room is like the solo shots of like Takeda Maya walking around next to like a red tree with like picture frames or just art frames.
Looks like
Pretty
an
random.
easel or something in the back, or a mirror or something.
Yeah, I guess it's to signify her departure. You know.
Yeah.
It's deep, you know.
And the other outfits are silver and black.
Yeah.
Which
I don't hate it.
I probably like those outfits the best.
Yeah.
I
prefer
surprisingly,
that. Yeah.
Surprisingly, in the white scenes, the white dresses don't just disappear into the background, and you got like legs and arms moving.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like all I'm seeing is white in that one shot though, in the white room.
Oh yeah, you are.
But at least in the silver and black outfits, I can tell who's who. But then it's Japan filtered, so you can't see their face very well.
Yeah. But in the white or the black and silver room, you've got the laser lights and everything else going off.
Yeah. It's a little more interesting.
It gives me a headache. Honestly. I don't know why. Normally this type of stuff doesn't bother me.
What was giving me some crazy light action was A7 when I was watching it last night. I forgot which song it was, but it was just blasting me with lights, and I thought I was going to have a seizure at some point. So I had to look away. It's not to that degree for me, at least here.
No. Yeah. I could definitely listen to this.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't watch the PV too many times. Even though I don't find it boring, it's just...
Not your kind of PV.
The lighting doesn't agree with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I am totally okay with that comment. I agree.
I would give this song probably a B, and the PV a C minus.
Okay. I think I'm gonna give the PV a B minus and the song a B plus. I think that's where I'm at with this. I think I'll like it even more after I repeat it a whole bunch of times, but we'll see. Alright, that's Gems Fine. Next up, Nerfy Geiner Bieber. Garlic and onion.
What? That was actually something I asked. What is this group?
Cheeky Parade.
And I was informed it was Cheeky Parade.
Yeah, it's like 3 members of Cheeky Parade. I can't tell you their names because I don't know the members of Cheeky Parade very well, aside from the ones I like.
Yeah, me either.
But yeah, that's one of the front members, one of the 3 that sing. I think her name's Hina. I think that's her. And then the two in the background, I don't know who they are.
The 2 in the background look like freaking twins.
Could be, yeah. I mean, there are sisters in the group, but not quite twins. But yeah, they look like they could be twins. Yeah, they look very much alike.
And that could just be the hair and the makeup that, with the sunglasses blocking out the features.
They're dressed exactly the same way.
Yeah.
So apparently, these members have been posting videos like this on social media, and that's where it came about. According to Boykun, it's Saran and Asami. Yeah, I sort of had a guess it was Asami. Recognized her nose. Yeah, so it's, 3 of the members just, it kind of came out of them doing dumb videos on social media and it turned into a B-side on their newest single.
Well, I mean, that's how Justin Bieber got millions of girls to scream his name, so was posting videos on YouTube.
Yeah. So the PV shot in front of a Don Quixote.
Inside it?
And inside it.
I'm guessing.
Yep.
Their shirts say Dance AC/DC,
Yep.
Star Lips.
That's awesome. I would buy that shirt. And then Hina, the center, she has a shirt that says LA on it. I would like that. I'll take that.
Yeah, it says something else on it too, in like a speech bubble,
Yeah,
but I don't know
what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But it says LA. I'm sure it's something dumb, and I would wear it. So yeah, they're dressed up in like this. I don't know what you call like 80s teeny bop colored outfits.
Workout outfits.
Yeah.
Leg warmers, tights,
ripped shirt.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Just looks like a Hey Mickey PV or outfit, not PV, but outfit.
Right. Like I'd imagine Hey Mickey song PV would turn out to be. So Boykin was the one that told me that this kind of spawned off of social media, and I was super hype about this because it's so different, something I don't really see every day.
Yeah.
But then I noticed like, this song went on for too long. Maybe I would like this song if it was like a minute and a half long, but it's a full 3.5 minutes. I think that's what hurt the song because it's very repetitive.
I think about 2.5 minutes would have been good.
Yeah, but 3.5 was too long.
Yeah, maybe.
If it was a little,
I didn't find myself having an issue with it, and I've definitely had issues with other songs that have gone on way too long.
It's just there's three parts of the song, right? And it's very repetitive, and it's very noticeable. It's easy to tell that that's the part, right?
Yeah. And
they just keep repeating it over and over again. So maybe that's my issue.
Yeah. I think one part that did go on too long was the slap the hip.
Yeah. It's dumb. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's dumb, but it went on too long.
That's why it's dumb. That's why it's so good.
These outfits are just... God.
I think it makes sense with the song.
Yeah, it does, but... Oh my God, they're terrible.
Yeah. I like it. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Do they actually like smell their armpit? That was
yeah. I mean, that's the choreography. That's what it says in the song.
Oh God!
Something about this is not the smell or something like that. I forgot. I don't know what they say, but it's something about smell. It's so dumb. I do enjoy the dumbness. I just think it lasted a little too long.
I don't have a problem with it.
I enjoy it.
I looked this up and went, what is this? That was before I actually knew the name of it. And
they have the best group name of all time. That's the best group name of anything. Anything. Like band, idol, whatever. Nerfie Bieber is an amazing name.
Whoever put it in the show notes, just put the link in.
Uh-huh.
So I opened this up and look at it, and I see the name, and I'm like, what? And then I see the PV, and it's... Alright. Is this really idols, or what?
It's Cheeky Parade, man.
And then find out it's Cheeky Parade. It's
Cheeky Parade doing Cheeky Parade things.
Okay.
Yeah, this is great. This is really dumb. It's like, you know, the music... the music is like fucking... It's like Femme. It sounds like a Femme song.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's the closest thing I can think of.
Yeah.
And the dancing's crazy. They're very good dancers. Clearly.
Yeah. I think my problem is it just feels too Western for me.
Yeah. You're the most Eastern guy living in the West, doing Western things.
I'm like the biggest freaking hater of Western culture. and I live in it.
Yep. You live that life. Alright, so that's Nerfy Gunner Bieber, Garlic and Onion. What's your score, man?
I'm gonna have to go overall because I don't think without the PV I could listen to the song. I would give this like a C plus.
Okay.
B minus, right in there.
I could definitely see myself listening to this song without the PV. I think it's dumb. Totally up my alley. I think I'll give this song a B. I'll go to B minus. PV, I'll give it a C.
Okay.
That's Nerfy Gunner Bieber. Garlic and Onion. I think we have time to do one more PV here.
Okay.
Bell Ring Shoujo Heart. Snot-chan Napo. What the fuck?
I don't know.
What the fuck? So yeah, this is Bell Ring Shoujo Heart. They're playing. They're quote unquote playing instruments. They're not really playing instruments.
No, it's pretty
pretending.
Obvious.
Yeah, they're pretending.
It's really obvious in some cases they're not playing.
I read a fucking some article, a Japanese article saying, "Oh, Bell Ring, plays instruments in their new PV." It's like, no, they're not.
No,
They're pretending, but they're not playing instruments.
No,
It was like a total clickbait title, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're outside playing instruments in a field of dried grass.
You know what this PV reminds me of? It reminds me of a White Berries PV.
White Berries, yeah? I remember White Berries. They had that one summer song that was really popular.
They had one song like Blue, something like that I really liked.
They were like the more up-tempo, more punkish zone.
Yeah.
They were around the same time, I think. Maybe they were a little after, but
Yeah.
this is more White Berries than Zone, that's for sure. And of course, the signature Bell Ring Shoujo Heart, I don't give a fuck singing style. Am I singing in key? I don't give a fuck. That style. That's still weird.
Now it makes me wonder if they're singing out of tune on purpose.
I think they are. I think that's what they're going for.
And I love the freaking piano solo.
Yeah, the jazzy portion.
It's completely out of place, but I love it because it's completely out of place. And her played the keyboard.
It looked like she was actually playing the solo.
Yeah.
Yes, we can tell she wasn't and she was fucking around, but they made it so it looked like she was actually playing it. That's very well done in that way.
Yeah, that part as far as like, oh yeah, she's played the keyboard.
Yeah,
was great, but
there's this smooth, fucking nice jazz going on. It's great.
Yeah. And there's these vocals in the background that I can't hear.
Yeah, I mean it just sounds like they're talking.
Yeah, they are.
I've always wanted an idol group based on jazz. So I got it a little bit here, but I want a full song and like full album.
I would love that.
I would love it. I want jazz idols, man. And then it goes back to their previous regular rock. Because why not? Because Bell Ring.
And the girl playing the drums, she's like so far away from the drums that it's not even close to pretending she's played.
Well, at the end, they're just destroying their instruments, so.
Yeah. I really... I'm finding myself the more I listen to this song, the more I like it.
Yeah, I think it's one of those songs, because once you understand bell ring Shoujo Heart, yes, they don't sing in key. That's sort of the point. That's why they do that. They have this
YOLO idols.
very specific sound. You know, they have this very lazy indie rock feel to them. Once you get used to it, it's actually like super super awesome. Like it's super interesting. It's super moody. It's super atmospheric. It has that like, you know, it's a bell ring song. It sounds like a bell ring song. You know, it's great. I'm not sure if I would listen to it every day, but it has that appeal of this is different and we're doing something different and we know it and we think it's good, and I think it is good.
Yeah. I would definitely not listen to it every day. But
yeah, it's not my kind of stuff, but
the instrumentals of their songs are, oh my god.
always good. Always good.
Of the ones I've actually watched and paid attention to, the instrumentals are just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then you throw the, well, crappy vocals on top of it. It's just, how does it work?
I don't know, but it does. It just works.
And, yeah. I just want to listen to it because it's like weird.
Yeah, it's super weird. It's super different. It's unlike anything you've ever heard before.
And the PV, yeah, it's just them in a brown ass field pretending to play instruments and sing. And then what? A solo with them dancing in the middle of the field?
Yep.
A piano solo?
Pretty much that the whole time, so.
In their normal, I guess, performance outfits with the wings.
Yep. They switch to that in the second half. Or some of them do, at least.
Yeah, except the singer.
Yeah.
I don't... I almost feel like she was like the special guest on the album or on the song. And she's not actually a member. It's a kind of weird feeling to watch it. And I have no idea because I don't know any of the members.
Yeah. I don't either. I think I have to put aside some time to get to know Bell Ring. Because I think they're super intriguing.
Yeah, they've been around for
3 years,
quite a while.
4 years.
Yeah, I was thinking 4, but I wasn't positive.
Yeah. So I think this is something people should check out. I think any time Bell Ring puts something out, I think you should check out anyways. Because it's always going to be something different, something interesting.
Yeah, it's unusual.
Yeah. That's probably the most apt word. It's very unusual. But I think if you get hooked, you're going to get hooked very, very hard, I think. Day wrote a little article on the site about Bell Ring, so go check that out. They're special. There's something there. They have this formula down, and I think they know what they want to do, and they're executing it. It's just whether or not you like it or not. Because I think it's definitely a niche thing that they're going for, but they're doing it in a way, if you're into that sort of niche, you will get hooked. I'm about there. I'm getting there.
Yeah. I really like this song.
Yeah.
I would give the song A minus,
Nice.
B plus. I almost wanted to just go a flat A.
Yeah.
Because I really do like this song. The PV, B.
Uh-huh. It's not interesting. It's not a super interesting PV, but it's shot really nicely.
Yeah.
Color, I can see the colors. There's no like crazy Japan filter going on. I appreciate that.
some lens flare.
Yeah, I really enjoy it too. I think I'll give the song a B, and the PV C plus. I think it's a very enjoyable release. I think they've got me hooked. I just need to listen to it a little more, and it's definitely a mood song where if I have to be in the mood to listen to it, but
Yeah.
I can definitely see myself listening to it a lot.
Yeah.
So that's Bell Ring Shoujo Heart Snatchan Nappo. Don't ask me how to spell that in English. Just Snatchan Nappo.
I thought we did pretty good on the outline.
Yeah. So we destroyed a lot of the outline. We still have another 7 songs that we'll be discussing next week, and we'll have more on top of that. So check us out next week as well.
One group I don't want to talk about, but oh well.
Kiyoshi Ryujin.
Yeah.
Dude. Heads up, the song's pretty good. I don't like Kiyoshi Ryujin either. I don't understand the concept of polygamy idols, but the song's hella good. Just saying.
But you understand the concept of harem anime. It's basically the same thing.
That's true. That's very true. But I don't like his face.
Yeah, I don't either.
That guy looks like a douchebag. So, it is what it is.
He definitely gives off the air of douchery.
Yeah, he looks like a douchebag. I mean, that's the point, right?
He puts off that air of, I'm rich and you're not, so I get the girls.
It's also that, and it's also like, hey, this group is about me rather than the girls. That's my main issue with that group, I think.
Yeah.
But, it's novel, it's different. Alright, so before we go, let's do a little bit of plugging, some shoutouts. Kenny, Missing No, translated Sasha Areno of HKT48's book, Gyakutenryoku, that's on the website, fully translated into English. Go read that, it's free. Check it out, NSK Podcast. And you can download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, or NSKKaidan.com, of course. And don't forget to rate our podcast, review it, leave comments. And Twitter links will be in the show notes. I am at Yoshirect, and Draco is at Draco60. And don't forget to check out Basugatsu Bakatsu, the TV. The dudes explode. They explode every Friday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific. And selective-hearing.com, Asian Pop, Urban Beats, House Music Needs, Nihongogo.com, Japan Online Entertainment. And if you're watching this on YouTube, live or in the archive format, please comment, like, share, favorite, do all that. And if you see any articles or broadcast live, please do retweet, share that, and hang out and chat with us. And if you'd like to contribute to NSK Kaidan, just go to nskokaidan.com and hit the contribute link. That's it. Anything else? Do you have anything you're looking forward to for the next week? Personal or idol related?
Personally, no. I actually really like Doll Element's new song that's coming out.
The one that's in the outline?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it. I just threw it in there, but I'll definitely listen to it before next week. Sure.
Yeah, I listened to it just to see, and I really like that song. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Whatever else is coming out. Let's see. Today is the 17th, so Momoko's album's coming out next week. On the 17th.
Day is that? Wednesday, yes. It will be out. I am contemplating getting the regular album or the limited edition. I think my budget tells me probably just a regular edition.
Depends on if there's a difference in price.
I think there's a Blu-ray edition, I think. I think.
That's possible.
I might be wrong. Let me check.
I would not be surprised.
Actually, that's it. That's all they have. For sale right now, they have the limited edition. CD Blu-ray for 3,300 yen. Rip my wallet. That's each album, 3,300. So that's like a total.
What's on the Blu-ray?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it even worth it?
Maybe, but I mean, albums cost 3,000 yen anyways, so it's not a big deal that you're paying 300 more yen for a Blu-ray. It's probably gonna have the PVs or whatever, or maybe bonus footage. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just don't have a fucking Blu-ray player, so fuck me, right?
Isn't that a PS3 sitting behind you?
That's true, but I like to save a copy digitally.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything that reads Blu-rays except for the PS3. So I don't know if there's some sort of emulation tool that will let me save the Blu-ray images as an ISO or something. I don't know how that works. I need to look into that. I don't know, but yeah, I'll probably get that album or those two albums at some point. I'll probably buy it on iTunes, and then I'll get a physical copy because so far the previews have been really, really good. Like, I've been listening to Mahoro Vacation, over and over again. That song...
go listen to those again.
That song might be my favorite song this year so far. And it's not a single, so...
I hope we get full versions of those, because some of those PVs looked like there was some
it's fucking nuts.
interesting things happening.
It's nuts.
And I want to talk about them, but they're all freaking short.
Yep. That's our problem with groups like them and AKB. They never release a full thing somewhere. Fuck. Come on. These idol groups need to stop doing this shit where it's oh, here's a short version, 10 minutes. Fuck that shit, man. Just put the whole thing out so we can talk about it.
Minute and a half.
Yep. That's stupid. It's fucking stupid. That's my rant. My fuck you of the week goes to Japan and your record industry. Fuck you for not putting out full-length previews. Fuck off. So we can, you're not getting us to talk about it, man. People come to us for advice and opinions, man. We're the go-to source, dog. And they're not hearing our opinions because we don't talk about them because you don't put the full thing out, you motherfuckers. Okay, that's it for my rant.
Yep. Yep, that's it.
That's it. That's it for the show. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.